Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to overlay a text or an image or both on a video in Expo React Native for Android using Media3 transformer library. So let's get started. Alright, so the next thing is we will have to create an Expo React Native project. So you can go to this particular URL to choose a template of your own choice. I will be using this blank TypeScript template because it creates very minimum boilerplate code. Also it uses TypeScript. So what I will do is that I will just copy this particular command, but you can change the template to whatever you feel like. So I'll just copy this particular command. Then inside your terminal, just go to your workspace directory and just paste this particular command. It will ask me for my app name. I will just give it some generic app name. Let's just wait. So I will just give it as my app. Okay. Once this is done, it will create a project for us and it will do all the npm installation for us. So what I will do is that I will just open my app. So I'll just copy this. So this is the project which we have created, so I'll just open it inside VS Code. Alright, so this is open. Next, if you see inside our project, there is no Android and iOS folder. So we need to create those folders because we will be writing some native code, right? That's why we need to create those folders. Also one more thing which I want to inform you guys is we'll have to create a separate native module as well. Even though we have created those Android and iOS folder, we won't be writing some code inside it. We will be writing our code inside a separate native module. So firstly you will have to go to this particular URL and I'll paste it over here. Okay, okay, so this is an Android only tutorial. So what we will have to do is we'll have to go to this URL. We'll have to select this particular Android device, and here we'll have to select development build as well. We don't want Expo Go. Here I have disabled the ES option. I am on Mac OS, so I have already installed Watchman. I have already installed this Cas Zulu. I have already set Java Home as well. I have already installed Android Studio. If you haven't done all these steps, you will have to do it. So I've already done all these steps, so you can go through this step. I've already done this as well. I've already done this as well. Then we have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this and I will cd to my app. Okay, sorry, I will just cd to my app and I'll just run this particular command. So again, this will install some npm dependencies for us. Don't worry too much about it. Once that is done, we'll have to scroll down and then we'll have to run this particular command as well. So let's just wait for this to finish. So it is finished. Then I'll just run this particular command. So like I am on Expo HDK 52. Previously it used to ask me for my package name, but I don't know, they are not really asking for my package name. They are they are just assigning some random package name to us. I feel that is a little bit odd, but yeah, anyways, if you want, you can manually change your Android package name as well. Now here I am getting an error. This is not really an error. This is because I haven't installed any Android emulator and I have not connected my real Android device to my laptop. That's why it is throwing me an error. Like I will connect my real Android device once I have written all the code. So don't worry too much about it. In your case, it may be asking you to run your run this app on an emulator or on a real device. You don't need to run it now. If you want, you can run it. For now, you can just do Control-C to quit that particular step. And if you see over here you can see the Android folder is created. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to copy this URL and open it inside a browser. So I have already opened it. If you want, you can go through this documentation. I'm not going through it. I will just show you what steps we need to run. So firstly, you can just copy this particular command and paste it over here. Once you have just paste your command inside your app, it will ask you some questions. So I will just enter. I'm not changing anything. So again, this will take little bit of time, and if you see over here, it has created the modules folder for us. So the next step is, so here I have created one sample project from which I will be copying a bit of code. So don't get confused, the name of the sample project is second. So I will just open the app.tsx from my sample project. Then I will just copy everything from that and I'll just paste it over here. So I will just copy this. I will go to app.tsx over here, and I'll just paste it something like this. Okay, but firstly, before I show you my app.tsx code, we have to install few dependencies. So first, you can open this image picker dependency which I have. So I will just open it over here. Then we also require this React Native video dependency. So for that I have opened this to documentation. So this Expo image picker dependency, because we need to pick videos from the user's device, right? So we will have a button, the user will click on it, it will ask the user for pick his or her device, and then we will transform that video, save the video to external storage, and then play that transform video inside our app. So to pick videos, we will make use of this Expo image picker library. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this. I will go to my app. I'm already inside my app in my terminal, and I'll just run this particular command. So it will install that dependency for us. And we also need to add this plugins folder which you see. So I'll just copy this, and I will go to app.json over here, and here you can see this is my Expo, right? So I will just add a comma after this, and I'll just paste it. And we require access to videos. You can change this message to whatever you feel like. I'll just use something like this. Okay, so once this is done, we'll have to install this React Native video library. There is Expo video library as well, which has just released. If you want, you can use it. I'm more comfortable with React Native video, but any dependency is fine. To install this, we can just copy this, and I'll paste it over here again. Now for so once this is done, okay, so this is done as well. Now for Android, what we have to do is we will have to open this Android drop down, and if you see, we have to click on this Expo plugin over here, and we have to add this particular code. So I'll just copy this particular array. We already have this plugins created, so I will just come over here, and I'll add a comma after this, and I'll paste it over here. And I don't need this, I don't need this as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it for Android. Right, so next I am inside my app.tsx, and like I told you, I have just copied it from my sample project. So I'll quickly explain it to you what I am doing. So firstly, I have imported this text, touchable, opacity and view from React Native. We are also importing Expo image picker. Then I'm using this use state as well as use effect. Then I'm also importing React Native video, and this is our module, my module which we have created. Okay, then this state I'm using. Once you have picked a video, on a button click, we will get the video URI. We will send that video URI to a transform method which I have defined it for my module. Once the video has been transformed, we will get the new URL of that transform video, and that will be stored inside this set video URI variable. Okay, ignore this use effect for now. I will come back to that later on. If you see my view, all I have done is that I have just created a touchable opacity. Okay, I'll just remove all this. Okay, we don't need this, and on click of it, we are basically launching the image library async from image picker, and we are picking videos from it. And once we have the URI, I am just passing that URI to the transform method. This has not been defined yet. We will have to define this method. So this is the custom method which we will be creating. And I wish there was proper TypeScript IntelliSense, but unfortunately there isn't. And here you can see I have this pick video method text for this particular button. Now once this process finishes, we are constantly listening for output from native side. So once we get the URL, here you can see this is how we will get the URL. I'm setting it to our set video URI variable state, sorry, and I'm also sending the progress state. Now the progress will be string, because there are two things which I'm sending from native side. One is the progress state, and second is the actual progress. So the actual progress can be 0 to 100, and the progress state can be 0, 1 and 2. The reason why I'm sending the progress state is because the actual progress sometimes, or many of the times, doesn't reach till 100. It stops at 90 or maybe 99. Sometimes it even stops at 80. So with the help of progress state, you can identify whether the conversion has been finished or not, in case if you are displaying a progress bar. So if the progress state becomes 0, that means the conversion has finished. Again, this has not been defined, so we will come back to that later on, but this on change event is already defined inside our module as soon as we create it. Okay, so first we'll have to define this progress. So what you will have to do is go to your modules, go to index.ts, not yeah, and here you can just open this src my module dot okay, no, sorry, I completely sorry about that. Firstly, you will have to go to modules, my modules, src my modules.types.ts, and here you can see we are getting a value. So in the value variable I will send the URI of the transform video, but I also want the progress, right? So I will just append progress and it will be of type string. So that's what I'm doing over here. Now here you can see the error has been gone. Now we also require this transform video method, which I will define. So for that we'll have to go to my module.ts, and here we will have to define that method. Okay, it takes a URL, so we will be sending the URL of the original video, and the return type will be promise void, because it will be an asynchronous operation. So I'll add something like this. Okay, so this method has also been defined. Next I'll just close everything. So hopefully till here everything is clear. This was our app.tsx, right? Next what I will do is okay, sorry, I'll just go to my sample project, sample Expo second, because I need to copy some code. So I'll just go to Android, no, module Android.grid. Okay, so I will just copy this code. So basically what you will have to do is you will have to go to the Android folder of your my module, go to build.gradle, scroll down, and you will just have to paste it over here. So basically we are including this through these two dependencies. This will help us to transform the video. So these two dependencies are very important. So these are the Media3 transformer dependency. Then go to src java my module.kt, and firstly okay, there is one issue according to me, at least in Expo HDK 52. I don't know, maybe the issue might get resolved by the time you guys watch it. Here you can see they are including this URL, but they are importing the wrong URL. So yeah, this is the issue. I think this might get fixed, but I'm not really interested in this view. So we are not really using this view any which way. So what I can do, I can just delete this again. If this is fixed, I think this will be fixed by the time you watch it. So you can just remove it for now. I will just remove it. Anyways, we are not using this view for this particular video, so I will just remove it. Okay, then again I'm inside my practice project, so just ignore for now. I will just go to my module.kt. Okay, and we'll have to add some imports. So basically I will copy all these imports which I have, okay, and I'll paste it over here. So you can just copy paste all these imports which I have. So yeah, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy all these imports which I have. Okay, next I will copy these two methods, and then I'll explain it to you what exactly I'm doing. So I'll just copy these two methods. I'll just copy the code first and then I'll explain it to you. Okay, and there is one more thing which I need to copy. I need to append. Yeah, I will tell you why we are annotating this as well. So again I'll just copy over here, and I need this. Okay, and I also need this particular thing, so I'll just copy that and I'll paste it over here. Okay, now I'll just close this. So basically what we are doing is that these are all the imports. Okay, so we are extending transformer.listener. It will give us two method, on completed and on error. So basically those are called once the conversion has finished or it has errored out. We are annotating it with unstable API because at the time of me recording they are a bit unstable. That's why we have to annotate it. I mean, they are stable, but I don't know why we have to annotate it with unstable. They are not even in beta, these two dependencies, they are stable, but yeah, still we have to annotate it with, otherwise the IntelliSense of Android Studio gets mad. Then here we create our context, here we create our activity, this is the file name and file path. So once the video has been transformed, we are storing that video to external storage. That's why I'm using this file name and file path. The handler and progress holder are for tracking state. So whenever I want to send the progress back to React Native side, these two things are used. Okay, then I will just scroll down. Okay, scroll down, and here after this particular method ends, this module definition ends, I have created a method called create external file. Now even I have copy pasted this code from Stack Overflow. I am not an expert on this, so maybe you can do the same thing. It will basically create an external file for us. And now to save the file to external storage, this particular method is used. Again, I have just copy pasted all this code from like Stack Overflow post. So yeah, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like. So this is all. Then like I told you, we are overriding the onCompleted method. So if the file, once the conversion has finished and if the external file is saved, then we just save the file to external storage, get the URI, send the URI back to React Native side, and then React Native will start playing the transform video. In case if there is any error, then I'm just printing it to the console. But just like I'm sending the URL back to React Native side, maybe you can send an error message as well over here from React Native side. So I'll leave that up to you. So I'm inside my app.tsx. Again, I just forgot to show you this particular part. So if the video URI, once we get it inside our use effect, and if it is not equal to empty, then we are just instantiating this video component from React Native video, passing the video URI, and this will automatically play the video for us. Alright, so I have made a lot of changes to the import. So here you can see that I have added a lot of imports. So make sure you copy paste all these imports which I have. So again, I'm showing you guys my imports. Also here I have also added few imports. So yeah, make sure you add all these imports. Okay, the first thing which we will be doing is that, so the first example which I will show you is how to overlay text to your video. We will later on we will see image, and in the third we will see image plus text. Okay, so first we will see how to overlay just a text to your video first. Okay, so the next thing which you have to do is come over here. So inside this src main, coming back to our build.gradle file inside the Android folder, make sure you add this particular implementation as well. Like we are actually adding this particular library, so make sure you add this particular library as well. This will be specifically used when we are overlaying image, so make sure you add it right now only. Obviously we are doing this first for text. Once that is done, I'll just close this, I'll come back. So here if I scroll down more, I have already shown you up to here. I have created one more method like create overlay effect from bundle. So here we are creating an immutable list of builder, and here you can see we just have to override this overlay settings.builder sets alpha scale as 1f. You can play around with this value, and what text I want to overlay. I just want to overlay a hello text. You can again change the text to whatever you feel like. Then call set span. Here we have to set some foreground color as well. So here I'm just passing our context, and here I'm setting the black color from Android, and here I'm passing 0. This is the length. Here spanable dot span exclusive, and here we just call this text overlay dot create static text overlay overlays dot builder. Again, ignore this, I'll just remove this, and here we just do overlays dot builder and return that particular overlay back to as a return type. So if you see, this has an overlay effect. Okay, next the next thing which you have to do is you will have to scroll up a little, and inside this module definition, after this particular view ends, here you can see I have created another method called async function of transform video. It takes a video URL. Here we create an immutable list of builder. It takes an effect, and then we call our method which we have just created right now. Then we if the overlay is not equal to null, then we add it to our effects. Then we just create our transformer. We create our input media item. Here is our edited media item. Then we create our external file as well, and then we start our transformation. And this entire bit of code which you see is for tracking the progress state. so how much progress has taken place once the conversion starts. So here you can see I'm sending this back to React Native side, the progress state as well as the actual progress. I'll explain more on this once I show you guys the video. And here also I have added a 500 milliseconds delay. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I'll go to the top of this file again. I'll simply scroll through this file in case if you have missed anything. I know there were a lot of moving parts for this particular file, so I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy paste all the code. I'll simply scroll through this. So yeah, that's it for the code. Now I will quickly run this application and show you guys the output. Here is the output of my device, of our app, sorry, and I'm mirroring my device, so the output is little laggy, just bear with me. I'll just close this. I'll click on pick video, and here you can see there are two videos. I'll select the second video, which is 15-second long, just so that the conversion happens quickly. And here if you see my metro bundler, here you can see it is also displaying the progress. I'll come back to this progress later on, what exactly this 2 means. Let's just wait for this conversion to finish. Again, like I told you, we are just overlaying a text called hello on our video. So if I just, okay, here you can see, I'm not sure if the video has black background, then your video, then the text might not be visible, because here you can see the color which we have given for our text is black as well. That's why, but here you can see we definitely have the hello text overlaid on our video. And also if I click on pick video, here you can see now there are 3 videos, and the first video has this hello text overlay. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, even in the thumbnail it is there, but yeah, that's it. If I play the video, hopefully you can see the hello text. Now the video has little black background, that's why it is not clearly visible, but in the end it is visible. So yeah, hopefully you got the point. Now yeah, that's it. Now coming back to the progress state, so here you can see the value does not reach till 100. So the second value goes from 0 to 100, but it doesn't reach till 100. This can happen many a times, but if you notice the first value, sorry, it goes to 0. That is the actual progress state. If the progress state is 0, that means the conversion has finished. If it is 2, and it can be 1 also, 1 means it has just started, 2 means the conversion is ongoing. So if you are displaying a progress bar, even if the second value does not reach till 100, if this goes to 0, that means that is an indicator for you that you need to dismiss your progress bar in case if you are showing it to the user. Now let's see how to overlay an image on our video. So firstly, we will be looking into how to overlay a static image. So that static image should be present inside our project. Okay, again coming back to our project, so like I mentioned earlier, inside your build.gradle file you should have this particular import. Okay, next what I have done is that inside our modules folder, inside src, I have just a second, inside this main folder I have created another folder called res. Inside that you will have to create a folder called drawable. We can't really have an image on the Expo project and then use it. That's a little bit tedious. That's why we have to create this particular folder, and here you can add whatever image you feel like. I'm using this particular image, but yeah, feel free to use whatever image you feel like. Now I want to overlay this particular image on our on our application, and what we will be doing is that apart from this image, I also want to overlay some text. Okay, so for that the text can be anything, just like I have shown you right now. Right here I have hard coded the text, but what I will do is that I have created another separate Java file. So here again I have copied this from the documentation. So if you want, you can create this Java file. Make sure you use your correct package name. In case if you forgot, your package name is this thing, whatever you see over here. So just copy your package name. Rest I have just copied it from documentation. What this timer overlay does is that it just displays a timer to the user, because I just wanted to show you that you can display dynamic text overlay on your video as well. And now in this output I will show you both how to overlay text as well as image both together. So again I have just copy pasted this code from the documentation, so if you want you can do the same thing. Not much over here. Again this is a Java file, not a Kotlin file. So yeah, so just copy paste this code. Now the thing which we have to change is everything will remain the same. This particular method also will remain the same. The only thing which we will have to modify is this particular method called create overlay effect from bundle. So firstly we will have to comment out this entire bit of code, so I'll just comment this out. Okay, so as you can see I have just commented this out. Next make sure you don't comment this particular code, and if you see over here I have added use this overlay settings.builder. Here I have set the overlay frame anchor. You can play around with this value as well as this background frame anchor. You will have to play around with this value just to make sure your image as well as text looks good in your use case. And here we just create this drawable dot get drawable. Now this is my image name. Make sure you replace it with your own image name. In case if you forgot, this is my image name, Lake Bell. That's what I'm using over here. And here you can see I'm setting bounds for it. Again you can play around with this value if you want to. And here is our texture overlay. Just like I said, you can either use something like this, like I have done it over here, but here we are just using this timer. We are initializing this timer overlay class which I have just shown you, just so that I can show you some dynamic text as well. So yeah, this is the entire bit of code. Again I'll just scroll at the top in case if you want to copy or check my code again. So I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Now I will just run this code and show you guys the output. So here is the output. Again I'll just dismiss this. I'll click on pick video. I will select the last video which is 15-second long. Again, and here it will show all the progress state which I have already explained it to you. Let's just wait for this to get complete and I'll show you guys the output. Meantime I will just minimize the audio because the audio becomes okay, so we are not able to see the image. I don't know why. Let me just try to increase the height, maybe 80%. Okay, still I don't see the image. Okay, let me quickly check if I missed anything. Overlay.builder.add, overlay builder.build. This looks over. Let me try with another video. So I have this. So here you can see the video has just been saved. So I'll just select this 1 minute long video. Now this will take little bit of time, so yeah, let's just wait. Not sure if I did something wrong. Everything looks okay to me. Again I have just opened this code inside Android Studio as well, just so that I get proper intelligence. I'm calling this code as well over here. This is our overlay settings. I'm passing our image name, setting the bounds of it as well, texture overlay as well, timer overlay, overlay.builder. Yeah, looks okay to me. Okay, I don't know why this is not getting. Let me quickly check the code and come back to you. Okay, so sorry guys, I tried checking what I was doing wrong. I couldn't really figure it out. So yeah, unfortunately I won't be able to show you guys the output, but yeah, not to worry, I will show you how to overlay just the image. I really wanted to show you how to overlay both image as well as text, but yeah, I'm not really sure what the issue is. So I will what I'll do is that I will just comment out this code. I'll just comment it from Android Studio itself. So yeah, here you can see I've just comment outed all the code. Now let's just see how to overlay just an image over a video. Before I show you how to overlay just an image to a video, make sure you copy all these imports, because I have added few more imports as well just to overlay an image over a video. So yeah, make sure you copy paste all these imports which I have. Okay guys, so the last thing which I want to show you is how to overlay just an image on your on a video. So for that, again, what you can do is just go to my module.kt, and here you can see I have commented out this particular bit of code as well. We just need this overlay builder. Okay, so only this part. This was for our text, so in case if you missed it, this was for text plus image, and this is only for image which is stored on a network URL. Now instead of passing image from a network URL, you can also pass image which is stored on user's device. Then you will have to, just like I'm sending the video URL to Kotlin side, you will have to send the image URI as well. Once the user picked an image, then you will have to send the image URI as well over here, and then just pass the image URI over here. But just for simplicity sake, I'm just taking this particular image. Here you can see overlay settings dot builder set alpha scale dot build, and bitmap overlay dot create static bitmap overlay, passing our context URI dot parse overlay settings overlay builder dot add, and overlay builders dot build, and we are just returning that. Rest everything remains the same. So in case if you are interested, let me just refresh this once. In case if you're interested, I'll simply scroll through this, and you can copy the code if you want to, but yeah, it's still the same thing. So yeah, and here is the output. I'll just click on pick video. I'll select the first video. Again, it will show us the progress bar. Now if you see, this is the code, right? The image would be a little bit small, but yeah, you can resize the image however you feel like. Here you can see how the output, and at the middle the image has been overlaid, so you can see this particular image been overlaid. And if I just so yeah, this here you can see the image is still there. And if I just click on pick video again, here you can see the video has also been saved. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.